Welcome back to Part 2 Garden. First plant for today, we're going to look at this digitalis here, and this is cream bell. This has been a reliable perennial for me. I would say this is at least its 5th or 6th year here in the garden. Behind it, we have the hydrangea quercifolia, and that is Sykes dwarf. You can see the schizophragma here that I have growing in my dogwood, starting to open up. So I have this iris here. This is an Iris sudata, and it's one of the Japanese cultivar names. I think it's Shiryu Kayo or something in that sense. But really nice iris. My wife and I were talking about this Rajersia here the other day, how this is the biggest and best it's ever been for us. This has been here probably for 3 to 4 years now, and it's finally established itself pretty well. Now this gets a lot of afternoon sun during the summer, so this area tends to be a little bit sunny for it, but as long as we have steady rain, this soil up here holds up good moisture. So we've been lucky enough that it does survive for us in this spot. This yellow flower here is the native Thermopsis caroliniana. Now this cool shrub right here, this is I would say an underused, underappreciated, underknown woody shrub, and this is Leptodermis oblonga. It's got these really nice lilac-y colored flowers. This stands right now at about, say, at the highest point, close to 6 foot. This will continue to bloom for weeks on end here, and it's such a really cool plant. I wish it was more available out in the trade. So I've always been weary about planting campanulas in the garden because they're kind of weedy. But this here is pink octopus. This is just a cool flower to have in your garden. Yeah, pink octopus. It does run. I tend to have to dig up pieces here and there, but like I said, it's pretty cool. It's worth having. There's a clematis here. This is Sirius black. The flowers are nothing crazy, but when the foliage first emerges from the ground in the spring, it's as dark as you can imagine any foliage would be. You can see the hydrangea, tiny tough stuff. Some of the bracts are finally starting to show some color. Still have some flowers left on the Magnolia Sieboldi. We have this cool geranium here. This is geranium, I think it's pilostemon. Kind of just spreads itself throughout this hydrangea arborescens, haze starburst. the Spigelia marilandica, and this is the cultivar Little Redhead. This has been a really nice introduction. It's a little shorter than the straight species Spigelia, and it seems to bloom a little bit earlier as well. The Acanthus morning candle. Now these flower spikes right now are about 2.5, 3 feet tall. Last year they were up to about 6, so they're going to continue to get a little taller as they bloom here. So this delphinium here, we just put this in the garden this year. We don't know if it's going to be a perennial or not. Sometimes they're a little touchy, but this one is red lark. I don't know, to me I would say this is more pink, but it's still a really nice color. It's a nice architectural piece, and yeah, hopefully these bottom flowers last all the way up to when the top starts to open, so we have a really nice floral arrangement. Got this dianthus here. This is a dianthus that really likes dry conditions. This can be grown on rooftops, like on a green roof type of material. Can be grown in gravel culture gardens. The species, I believe, is Carthusionorum or something of that sort. But a really strong performer. I will deadhead this because it does set seed a lot, and the seed does germinate pretty readily in the garden. So the first Sanguisorba blooming in the garden this year. This is Sanguisorba menziesii, and the cultivar is Wake Up. You know, I'm a big fan of Sanguisorbas. I tend to like the shorter flowers more, but these long ones are still really nice. So this salvia right here, this is Salvia scleria. You know, so I've seen it listed as a biennial, but this has now been here for about 5 years. I just stay on top of deadheading it, and that's, I think, just keeping it alive longer. But yeah, look at these flowers. These stalks are, you know, I would say about 18 inches long, from top to bottom. And then I got this Nipophia here. It's just starting to open. This is Gladness. This little Lysimachia lanceolata. Nice dark foliage, accented by these little yellow flowers. Cool little plant. Can spread a little bit, but it's worth having it just to keep it in check. And right above it, there's some buds on, well, the plant used to be called Platycrater arguta, and with all the name changing going on in the botanical world, this is now actually listed as a hydrangea Platyarguta. And this cultivar here, in a few weeks, I'll show you what that's all about. Thanks for checking back in. Do me a favor and like the video and subscribe if you want to keep getting updates on these new videos I keep putting out. And I'll see you probably in about a week.